Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So today I'm going to talk about celery vases. Yeah, such an exciting thing. Now, I've done a little bit of research to try and figure out what time span they're from, and they're bigger time span than I thought. So, according to Wikipedia, the earliest mention of a celery vase is in an advert in America in 1801. Yes. And the last celery vase I can find in any of the things and bits and pieces that I've been able to find is one designed by Frank Thrower from Dartington Glass. It's the FT309 in 1982. Yeah. So, don't know if anybody's still making them today. I found lots of vases in sort of like later catalogues that could be used as celery vases, but nothing specifically labelled as a celery vase. So I thought what we'd do is I found a couple of really cool online ones on eBay, and I thought I'd show you those because those are cool, and then I'll show you the probably not so cool ones that I've got. I've only got three, so but I thought I'll show you how cool a celery vase can be, and then I'll just show you some less cool ones. So let's get on. We'll go to eBay first. So this is the first one I'm going to show you. It's this is the Dartington one I mentioned. We've got an example here that's boxed. It's only $16.99. Yeah, so you can buy it unused, boxed. It's called, they called it Celery Queen. Don't know why. And it comes in clear and rippled glass. Well, it's all clear, but as in plain, I should say, and then rippled as well. So this is a rippled one, but you can see the actual packet has got a clear one on it, or plain, I should say. And this has still got the original label on it. You've got the lovely box that goes with it. I think that's it. That's all the pictures that come with it. But anyway, yeah, so that's cheap, isn't it, for something from, how old is that now? 40 years old, mint in box, as they say. So yeah, so that's quite nice. Then we'll go on to this one here. So we're going back in time. Celery vase, Val St Lambert. So this is from Belgium, I think, and or is it northern France? Anyway, it's from the continent. But look how deco this is. So super deco. 8 inches tall, so you're not going to get a lot of celery in that. There's a few of these on, they're all listed as celery vases, so that's what they must be, I'm presuming. Nobody's getting this wrong. If I was really desperate, I could go to the catalogues, but I'm not going to do that. Try and find it. 1935, rare, but there's more than this one on there. There's about 2 or 3 actually on eBay. And then let's go and have a look at this one. This one's cool. So this one's sort of like 1850s, 1860s, because it's got this acid etching and then this sort of like aesthetic style cutting on it. I've got jugs like that are like this, and I think, and yeah, look at the turnover lip. It's not like a lot of Irish stuff, which to me, the turnover lip makes me think it might be more like 1850s than 60s, because this is kind of like a Regency thing, even Georgian. But yeah, very nice thing for only £30. But it is a celery vase, and that is the thing about it. Nobody's actually going out and collecting celery vases. And even though this is a super quality one, and when it was made, this would be just like the Art Deco one, height of fashion. You knew you'd made it if you'd got one of these on your table. I think celery was quite rare and exotic at this time, or was through the Georgian period. But anyway, the fact that people would be growing in you doesn't give you any calories, says, yeah, it's a luxury thing, even though to me it doesn't taste that great. It was a luxury thing. So Anyway, let's get on and have a look at the ones that I have. So this is the first one I'm going to show you. It's got a few interesting things about it. I've looked at quite a lot of celery vases now in preparing for this video, and if I was to date this one, I would say it's 1860s. Just by comparing it with other ones, but also then it's got other features which make me think that the way this foot comes down, it sits as a bobble on top of the thing. This is something that you see in the third quarter of the 19th century. It's imitating one that's panel cut and then cut here as well. So it's but what's funny is it's imitating something that's very high class. You've got this pillar molding or pillar cutting, then you've got this cross-cut hobnails and everything, and a scalloped edge and a scalloped foot, which this is the kind of thing Richardson's was doing and was very high quality class. But this is what's known as a rocker. Yeah, so it's not even particularly good pressed glass, because if it was good pressed glass, someone would have polished the base and made it flat. But they haven't done that. But yeah, I would go with 1860s for this. But yeah, that's not a good feature. And it's something you can see on older glasses. It's not unknown, okay? If you turn something over and it's not been polished off, or if it's been hand finished, a lot of Georgian, quite a lot of, not a big percentage, but a percentage of Georgian glasses are rockers. Some of them you can actually press the edge because it's sitting on the middle of the glass and actually tip the glass up. So anyway, that's the first one I'm showing you. This is the next one I'll show you. It's a bit bigger than the other one, and yeah, and I think this is a bit later. I think this is going to be probably fourth quarter of the 19th century. I still think it's Victorian. The floweriness is a bit kitsch, a bit. If I do this, yes, it's got a high lead content. Still not a fantastic quality thing. It only rocks a little bit, this one. It's got polished pontal, can you see? But yeah, it's got bubbles in it. Can you see there's a bubble there? And the glass is not the clearest, and it's got a little bit of something in it there and there. And then this etched pattern, which is just stencil etched. Here's a bit. Yeah, it's not fantastic, is it really? It's not super quality. Makes a good flower vase though, but it is really big. And probably if you're going to have it as a flower vase, you don't want really tall flowers. They need to be close to here, because it has got a very long stem, and then you end up with a very high centre of gravity. But yeah, and it's a bit like the late Victorian rummers, where they would just chop it off like this, a bit bigger than them. But this is what this is like to me, and it is 3-part. If I show you here, look at this here. This is joined here, look. So you can feel there. It makes it 3-part, and then the foot is added on to the bottom of here. So you blow this, you add the stem, and then you add the foot and flatten it out. Put your pontal on here, cut the top off, reheat it, finish that, break that off, polish it. Yeah, sorry, I'm going through the whole thing. I've probably told you that before. But anyway, yeah, still not a super quality thing, but it is, you know, probably 130 years old or something like that. So this is the last one I'm going to show you. I have shown you this before in one of the stuff I bought for me ages ago. My wife has been abusing it as a vase ever since. As you can see, it's got a bit of bloom in it now. You could polish that out. But yeah, I like this one because it says the word celery on it, which means it's a utility manufacture made in the war, because you weren't allowed to make art glass. Vases for flowers are art glass. This is tableware because it's for food. Celery. And yeah, what's interesting, you can see the ware here. I mentioned this before. Can you see the ware is sitting not on the edge but on here? I've not even tried this, but I bet you, yeah, I can make it tip up. Just I know that's the first time I've even tried that, but I knew it was just by looking at the ware. So this was not, although this is a Thomas Webb pattern, I'm pretty certain this is Thomas Webb, not quality made in a way, because that shouldn't be allowed. Not if this were the 1930s, don't think that would be acceptable to Thomas Webb. It's wartime, they're knocking it out, and that's what's acceptable. So there you have it, celery vases. So I also just went and had a quick look in the sold ones, and the prices are very reasonable. If you wanted to be, you watch this video and you become enthused of it and say, yeah, I'm going to collect celery vases, I reckon you've got a pretty open field. There's some really fantastic quality ones I'm seeing going for sort of like £15–20. There's prices sometimes go up a bit. There's a couple of really deco-y ones that I've seen that have gone a bit more. There's a couple of uranium glass ones that are going for £25 each. So, or sold, because I'm looking at the sold ones. So yeah, where there's a crossover where someone's collecting it for some other reason than it being a celery vase, the prices are up a little bit. But yeah, they're not expensive things because they're literally slightly weird vases. Yeah. And do you want to have a slightly weird vase? So if you're looking for something to collect, celery vases, as long as you've got a bit of space, because they're not tiny, is a good one to go for. Yes. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up. I didn't really use any references for this. The bit about me knowing that the first advert was from 1801 is from Wikipedia. So if you just Wikipedia celery vase, that little article about them will appear. There's not really a lot on it. So I didn't pull that up and read it for you because there's hardly anything there. And I think on that note, I'm going to wrap up. Please remember to like and subscribe because it really helps my channel. And what else? I think that might be it. So thank you for watching. Have a good night. Good night.